Okay, so it's a little bit simpler process, and the way we start with the beef broth is we just put the good bones in a pot, put the vegetables on top of the beef bones, put a little salt in there, and Jamie likes pepper. All right. So we're going to put this in the oven and roast it after we cover it. When I roast mine, it's about 375 for about 1 hour. And then after it's done, I take it out. I always ask Jamie, how long does it take hers to roast? And she says, until it smells good. So that's how definite we are. Take this out.
When the beef bones and the vegetables are to a point of your liking, and like we said, you can't really mess this up. It's a situation where I like it to smell good. Some people like it to be browned. But when you get it to a point of your liking, then it's time to boil them. So you would take what you have from the stove and you would cover it with water. Now you can do this in a heavy bottom pot. You're going to want a slow simmer, but it doesn't really matter whether you put this in a crock pot or whether you put this in a heavy bottom pot, but the point is you want it to bring this to a boil and then turn it down so it stays a nice slow simmer. Now bones from beef are going to take a lot longer than bones from chicken. Bones from chicken, I would say, what, about 12 hours?
Right.
Okay, whereas these could be on the stove for days. It doesn't really matter.
So how do you know when they're done?
When I'm ready for them to be done.
Keep it covered, 12, 24, 36 hours until you find that they're done. And then we're going to do the same thing with this that we do in the chicken. And that is that we just strain off the vegetables, strain off all the bones, and the broth, the liquid that's left behind, is your beef broth. You put it in the same type of containers, keep it in a glass container, allow the fat to rise to the top. You can harvest the fat to use to stir fry vegetables, or you can leave the fat in with the broth and make that as part of your other sausage or your other gravies and sauces, soups.
With rice or beans.
Yes.
Use it as your cooking fluid.